Hello, and welcome back to Jollyroger Hobbies and Star Citizen Alpha 3.7.2. Today, we're at ArcCorp Area 18, and we're going to be doing a tour of this gorgeous beauty right here in front of us. This is the Drake Caterpillar, and thanks to the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo, I got to rent this ship for free and fly it for 24 hours. And if I had the extra money right now, I think I'd be buying this and even turning in the Connie Taurus. Alright, so anyways, but first, before we get to it, here on my channel, I do videos on general hobbies, which include model building, RC aircraft, planes, helicopters, etc., video games like Star Citizen, photography, geocaching, anything to do with aviation, and I also do product reviews. I put links to items that I showcase in my videos in the description, so be sure to check that out. Be sure to like the video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll see when I upload a new video. Also, feel free to ask questions in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer. And feel free to converse with one another, but please do it in a respectful way. I just have to show you. Yep, that's right. I'm playing a female character. And of course I've got to be in my nice purple armor with the flashy purple camo undersuit and a good rucksack. So of course, got to do that, right? Okay. Let's go get in this baby and get off the ground. And of course you can see why it's called the Caterpillar. Look at these legs. It's beautiful. So there's only one way in from the ground, and that's right here. Now I'm going to go straight up to the command deck and take off. And once we get up into space, then I'll exit and we'll do our full tour. So to get to the command deck straight, we have to go over here to the rear of the ship, go to the lower hallway, all the way back to the engineering access, and I'm going to show all this later. So we go to the stairway access, up into the center hallway, immediately turn left, straight across into command access. This is the cockpit right here. Pilot seat, co-pilot seat, and I'm going to just jump in, and we're going to get up and before they store our ship. Come on, there she is. Oh.
Hello and welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary craft.
Why, thank you.
Are online.
Sounds wonderful. We'll just give it a second so that way it can power up everything, bring our shields up. And let's go ahead and contact Area 18 and have them open the hangar door for us.
We're clear to launch.
Wasn't that good to know? And I love the view looking up. This cockpit has some great, wonderful views. Well, except for looking down, of course. Has no down look. And as you notice, the cockpit is on the side of the ship, and it's kind of a weird placement. Alright, what do you say we get up into the air?
Launch complete.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Bring up our landing gear.
Landing
That gear is so cool. We're just going to select a 45-degree angle for at the moment. Alright, I want to show you this. Look at that. That is ArcCorp as we're leaving. You can see the whole planet is a sphere. All the way around. Those of you who play Star Citizen already know this, but those of you who've not yet jumped in, have not taken the plunge, I just want to take a minute to show you this. No loading screens. Straight into your ship from FPS on the ground, into your ship to the pilot seat, and flying out seamlessly. And this is all real. And that sun is coming above the horizon right now. Okay, we're going to quantum out to a asteroid field so we could take a look at this entire ship. But I want you to see just how this ship looks and how everything looks when we begin to quantum. Say goodbye to ArcCorp. Tell me that isn't pretty darn cool. Okay, we're at the asteroid field just outside ArcCorp, and I want to spin around and give you a look at the ship. And you can see the cockpit module on the port side. Wing on the starboard side, 4 engines. And you can see all the cargo spaces forward, and we're going to show you that in a second. Alright, real quick, let me give you some quick specs. The Drake Caterpillar has a length of 111.5 meters. She has a beam of 36 meters, a height of 13.5 meters, which means she's a big ship. And of her course, her size is large, which means she can only go through large jump points. You cannot fit this through small or medium. So that is a downside to having a ship this big. Now, here's the upside. The cargo capacity of the Drake Caterpillar is 576 SCU. At this point in time, at Alpha 3.7.2, this is one of the highest SCU cargo ships available that is flyable right now. I mean, the Andromeda, Constellation Andromeda only has 96. The MISC Freelancer Max is 126. And this is 576. Yeah. She can hold a lot of cargo. Alright, so what do you say we quit talking and we go take a look at this ship? Alright, so getting out of the pilot seat, we have the co-pilot seat here. Oh, and I also forgot to mention, so the crew is a minimum of 2 and a maximum of 4. And the reason for that is this is a cargo ship. So, and bunk space. You got to consider bunk space. You can fit a lot more people in this ship, and more would be better, but they only have bunk space for 4 people max. So we have 2 crew stations back here, which it just says support seat at this point in time. So they have no function at this minute, but they will in the future. Then if we go down this ladder, which I just fell down, then we go into the auxiliary or the main crew quarters. I can't say the main crew quarters, but the the support crew quarters, or the pilot, co-pilot. Anyways, you have two bunks right here. And then up front, you have there it is, a tractor beam control. This is for the port side. And in the future, you'll be able to tractor beam items into cargo holds using this. Does this work? Apparently not. Looks like they're going to have a docking door right here. But it does not, or an EVA, which is not working at this time. I never noticed that before. You've got a monitor here. Then over here you got a sink and a little stove. And then your wet bath with sink, mirror, shower head, and out here we'll pop the toilet, which is not quite working at this point in time, but it will in the future. So there's your two crew members here. This will more likely be the pilot and co-pilot. You know, the captain being one of them would stay down here close to the command deck, and you'd operate the tractor beam down below. So we're going to go straight down into the bottom level first. Show you the bottom level, then we'll come back up here and show you the top level. So this is the engineering spaces that we pass through. Here's the engineering panel. And there's a ladder right here that if we were to take, we go up into the quantum room, the quantum drive room. And then, I don't know if that'll have some place in the future or not. And we'll go through there in a minute. Back here into the upper hallway. You got the center hallway, and then guess what? You can go right back down again. So, I know that probably just confused you, but engineering spaces, way up to the back deck, and we'll get to the top in a minute. So right now we're going to go in the lower hallway. Now you remember we came in here through this hatch right here. Now both of these doors leading forward go to the main habitation area. You got a picnic style table, monitors for the crew, and here's the other two beds. There's only 4 beds on this ship, that's why it's a maximum of 4. Of course, that goes back to the elevator access again. And then in here, you have your stove, your wash basin, and here's your toilet and wet bath for personal hygiene. Now, directly ahead of here is Module 1 Access. This is the cargo deck. The first cargo deck. And you can see you got stairs going up. So when this is filled with cargo, this entire thing is completely filled. And then you can open the doors to the outside. And there's the command deck. Now remember, this is Module 1. And here's the starboard side. And this is kind of why I went to the asteroid field, so you can actually look out and see it. So we're going to close that. Now remember, I said this is 576 SCU of cargo. So that's Module 1. This is Module 2. Module 2 is an exact copy of Module 1. 2 is a copy of 3. This is module 3. And going into module 4, these are all copies of each other. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And just to show you, every single one of these doors open. And then going forward into the bow section, this is a little bit different. So here's the cargo area for the bow. Now I'm going to open up the bow, and I want you to check this out. Watch this. Doors go out and open there. Tell me that isn't freaking cool. Now, right now, these doors do not elevate down to the ground. Any of them do. And I really hope in the future SIG will change that. That way we can put ground vehicles in here. It is the only thing so far I am not liking. That these doors do not go to ground and make a lift out of them. So we're going to close this. Watch this retract. That is cool. But this might be too small to put an Ursa rover in here. Might not, I don't know. High enough, it'll fit a Cyclone. It might fit a rover. I'd love to be able to try. Alright, now we're going to go back through Module 4, Module 3, Module 2, and again Module 1, and they're all the same. Now we go back into the habitation area. Lower hallway. And of course this is just a station. You got nice racks for guns and weapons, which I forgot to show you on the command deck. On the lower deck there's another rack just like that. Okay, back into the engineering spaces. Now, right here in the back of the engineering spaces, I'm going to show you this. This is the lower turret, and this is weird because it's going to flip you upside down right now, and now we're going out. So now down is up and up is down, which is kind of confusing on the orientation.
Hello and welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary craft. Your systems are online.
That's pretty cool. Let's change the fire mode. I like that fire mode. So, weapon-wise on this ship, it has 4 size 1 M3A laser cannons. And those are operated from the cockpit. One is in a remote turret above with 2 barrels, and then below are just 2 barrels on gimbals. Then this has 2 turrets, fore and aft. The fore turret is up on the front, on the top, and then this turret is on the aft, on the bottom. And both of them have 2 barrels each of the bearing M6A laser cannons. So we're going to go ahead and power this off now. Yeah. And remember, you can access this one through the engineering spaces in the rear. Okay, now let's go up to the second deck. Now here's the center hallway. Now remember, directly across is the command deck. This is the cockpit. And then directly, immediately across from the cockpit is your starboard side tractor beam control. This is a little cockpit right above the wing. Good view going forward. And you can even see that top turret right there. And to look down the ship with all the cargo doors. And here's out looking back right into the sun. You can see the engines. Now, there's the lower stairway access going down. That's the way we just came up. Now, here's the upper hallway. Now, here's the power plant access. You remember this room? Keep going back to the jump drive. Oh, that's the jump drive. I said quantum earlier. So here you would access the jump drive to fix components. And there's that ladder that we came up from the lower engineering spaces. That's how you access this. Now we came in through this doorway, which is the upper hallway. If we go here, this is to access the servers. They're all the electronic servers, and this is where you would fix them if need be. You'll also have a control here. And then going out this door goes back into that central hallway. Remember, it came here. There's the center hallway. There's the server access door. So going back into the center hallway. Now, that's the command access. That was the tractor beam. Now going forward, stepping down a little, is the EVA access. So this, excuse me, is the upper hatch. This is the EVA hatch and the docking collar. This is where you would dock with other ships. And then if we come this way, we go into the Module 1 access tunnel. Now, up here is the top. Remember that ladder right there looking down into the module. And up here you have the exact same door controls. Your starboard doors. And of course, your port doors. And there's, of course, our command deck. There's the cockpit up above there. And tractor beam control there. Now going in, Module 2, exact copy of Module 1. And I don't need to say it again. Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. There's a bug right there that if you step too close to that bulkhead, makes everything invisible. So annoying. Alright. So this is Module 4. And directly ahead is the bow. Now you remember from down there, we got a control up here too. Bow doors open. Bow doors are closed. And right here is how we access the top bow turret.
Hello and welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary craft. Your systems are online.
Alright, so looking back, right here is the tractor beam control. And it's in the sun right there, but that's the cockpit. And of course, directly forward. And again, these are the M6A laser cannons. These are really big laser cannons for a turret. That's why they're kind of slow firing, but God, are they powerful.
Attention. Weapons overheating.
Because they're so big. All right. So that's the interior. And as I always do in all my videos, we're going to do a little EVA. Take a flying leap. Now, what do you say we go close this? Every single door has a control, so you can open it from outside. Provided I can get there. Come on. It's going to make a fool out of me. I don't know why it's not working. Why won't you work? Alright, well, it's going to make a fool out of me. But trust me, they do work. I'll try it one more time. Forget it. Anyways. So these are supposed to be sensors. But boy, do they look like guns right here. These are the forward sensors. And even the bow has a door control. See? That one will work on me. So I could open that one if I wanted to. And I love how this is lit up. So up there, there's our top turret. And like I said, I really love how this is lit up. And I would wish that we could turn these lights off if we wanted to and go dark. Now, I'm assuming these look like big guns right here, but I'm assuming the tractor beam. Aha, tractor sensor. As for the tractor beam. That's tractor beam control right there. Here's that EVA docking hatch. See, docking collar. Tractor beam control. And then here's the engines. 4 massive engines. Very utilitarian back here. And then here's the rear turret. The lower rear turret, so you're upside down, remember. Here's the lower elevator to get in. And then we just passed the cockpit right there. So right there, there's the 2 gimbaled weapons. One here and on the other side of the cockpit itself. I want to show you, glass down below is the tractor beam control. And then here's the cockpit. And then up here is a little turret. This is a remotely operated turret with 2 of the other size 1, the M3A laser cannons by Bearing. And these are operated, these two and the other two are operated from the pilot seat at this point in time, but I'm pretty sure these are going to be able to be operated by another crew member. So yeah. So here's a quick clip of the guns firing from the pilot seat, and you'll see what I'm talking about. And you can see they are gimbaled. So here's a quick view from outside. All right, and just real quick, I want to let you know that if you were watching this video between December 2nd and December 5th, 2019, you can fly this ship for free, as this ship is the won the Choice Awards. So you get to fly this free from December 2nd to December 5th. So get in the verse, fly it, and I hope to see you there. All right, that has been our ship tour of Drake Caterpillar. Hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.